If you're struggling to find clients, I want to share 7 things that's going to absolutely change the game for you. Hi, I'm Jody-Ann, founder of the Event Certificate, and I work with event planners and wedding planners to help them turn clicks into clients. That's right, I'm all about your digital marketing. Now, I started my business from the couch of my condo and moved from making peanuts to working on 5- and 6-figure corporate events. And believe me, I can help you do the same. So if you're struggling to find clients, and whether you're a new planner or you've been out for a little bit and you're still having an issue finding clients consistently, I want to share 7 things that will absolutely change the game for you, because it's 7 things that I find a lot of my clients don't actually do. So I'm just gonna jump right in. The first thing you need to do is that you need to create a niche. Like, you need to niche down your business, and you need to ensure that you have a brand voice. Now, what do I mean by that? So when a lot of planners start, what they do is they start by trying to plan every single type of event. So when you go to their website, it literally reads like, I am an event planner, I plan weddings, corporate events, birthday parties, baby showers, brand launches, client appreciation events. Every single event that you can think of, they plan it. And don't get me wrong, it's great that you're skilled enough to be able to plan all these type of events. But when you're new to the industry and you're just starting out, it is so much more difficult to try to plan multiple events, to try to market to multiple clients. Because here's the thing, a client for a wedding is gonna be a little bit different from a mom looking to throw a birthday party. It's gonna be a little bit different from a mom to be having a shower, or just a company owner trying to put on a client appreciation or corporate event. So when you're marketing, unless you're marketing, you have a lot of money, one, and you're marketing to all these different types individually, chances are what you end up doing is that you end up marketing very generally. So the language that you use is very general, it's very generic, and it doesn't actually speak to anyone. Now, here's what happens when you niche down. So let's say you decide, I'm just gonna select one area because this is the one I enjoy and I'm just gonna go for it. And that's wedding planning, right? So you decide, I'm just gonna focus on weddings. I'm not gonna try to focus on marketing to moms, to corporate guys. You know what? You're just gonna do the one thing, right? Here's the thing, when you pick one problem, one person, and you develop one process, it really does help. And I'll show you what happens. So now you've moved from marketing to a corporate client whose language needs to be very different compared to a parent who is looking for very different things from a corporate guy, and is also looking for something very different from someone who is planning a wedding. Now, when you say I'm only focusing on wedding, your messaging becomes very defined. So when someone comes to your website, instead of feeling like, where do I click? What do I do? I'm not sure. When they come, instead of seeing all these different events, they come and it's only weddings. It becomes very clear if you're the person they want to work with, right? And how does that happen? Well, if I come to your website and let's say I'm looking to plan a baby shower, and I come and I see all these different things. It looks great, your photos might look pretty, and I might click away and try to look at someone else's website. Now, if I go to a website where the planner is literally just focused on baby showers and that's all she has up, all her branding, marketing, like all her wording is just focused on that, it becomes so much easier to imagine myself working with her because she is providing a service exactly to what I'm looking for. So that's what happens when you niche down. And the other byproduct of niching, other than being able to speak to your customer, is that you start developing a brand voice. So when someone is looking for you, guess what? It becomes so much easier to say, yes, this is definitely the person I want to work with. Listen, would you just go to any doctor if you're having a foot problem, or would you go to a foot doctor, right? It becomes that easy. And that's the game changer that I really want you to start with. Now, number 2 is that you have to put your business out there. There are so many planners I meet who they're struggling to find clients, and when I ask them how are they marketing their business, they can't provide me a concrete example. So they might say, oh, well, I have an Instagram account, but I don't really post on there. I have a Facebook page, but yeah, I haven't really done anything on it. You have to put yourself out there. If you started the business, you need to get it out there. I know your website might not be perfect, but guess what? It doesn't have to be. In fact, if when you launch your business, your website and everything is perfect, I'm gonna tell you, you've waited too late to launch your business. So put it out there. Put up the website that's not perfect and keep waiting on it. Because no one is actually going to know that you exist unless you put your business out there. It's really that simple. Now, tip number 3 is I want you to talk about your business. So it's great that you have a website, it's great that you have social media, but I actually want you to tell people that you're in business. Now, I know this one because it's one that I was guilty of when I first started my business, where I would speak about my business to people who wanted to hire me, but I would never talk to friends and family about my business at all, right? And it's not that I was ashamed of what I was doing. In fact, I was really proud of what I was able to accomplish. It's just I felt that maybe they didn't care. I didn't want to, I really didn't want to annoy them just telling them about my business over and over again. I just thought they didn't really want to hear it all the time. But here's the thing, those are usually some of your best referrals. Like sometimes when you can tell your friends and tell your family, share your network, just share with everyone you meet about your business. Talk about your business non-stop. It's a great way to get clients, believe it or not. I've had so many friends send clients to me that said, oh, I know that you're doing like digital marketing. I have a friend who's a wedding planner. She just started her business and she's really struggling to find clients. Can you help her? So many of them have come through that. And that happened the moment I started sharing my business more with my personal network and not keeping it like a secret, right? Tip number 4 is I want you to use social media. So here's the thing. A lot of people are online. In fact, 86% of brides-to-be do their planning online. So they look for vendors online, they're looking up inspiration on Pinterest, they're doing everything online. So if you're online and you're using social media, I really want you to spend a lot of time and look into the best ways to do that. Now, of course, there are so many social media platforms out there. So it can feel overwhelming if you try to do it all. So I don't want you to do that. I actually want you to pick 2 to 3 platforms and just focus on those. Don't try to do everything. I know you went to a conference and someone was telling you LinkedIn was the best platform for finding clients, or you're watching a webinar and someone told you Pinterest is where it was, or you're in a Facebook group and someone said Instagram, or someone said no, it's another platform. Listen, pick 2 to 3 and I'll tell you the ones that I recommend. If you're an event planner, you're a wedding planner, it tends to be more visual. So go for the visual platforms. So the first one that I recommend is Pinterest. Pinterest is, it's not even social media. Pinterest is actually a search engine. So I really do want you to use Pinterest to post your event photos. If you have a blog and you blog on your site, post that to Pinterest. It's a great way to get more traffic to your website. As well, this is where a lot of brides-to-be will search for inspiration. So don't you want to be in front of them when they're actually looking and doing those pin boards? That's where you really want to be, believe me. The second platform I recommend is Instagram. Now, Instagram is great because it's also another visual one, right? So you can share photos from your event, you can share your setup process, your before, your after, while you're outsourcing. Everything you can do, whether you're doing venue tours, you can share it on Instagram. So it's another platform that you can use. Number 3, and I'm gonna give you an option here, number 3 is Facebook. I know Facebook, a lot of people still uses it, right? And Facebook is really good for businesses, not on the Facebook page itself, because I personally find Facebook pages don't get a lot more of engagement, but Facebook Live and other Facebook video features are really great. And once you're using those tools effectively and as a part of your marketing strategy, you actually end up getting found more by potential clients. So those are the 3. Now, if you want to push it, I'm going to give you an extra one because, guys, you're watching this video on YouTube. So, of course, I'm going to recommend YouTube. But it's not just YouTube that I want to recommend. I want to recommend any platform that allows you to use video as a part of your content marketing strategy. So what do I mean by that? Listen, a lot of people like Pinterest because it's visual, and video is where it's at. You really love scrolling through all the videos and all the stories. I know I do. I'm all up on Instagram stories. So your clients, believe it or not, will like to see videos. And whether that's videos where you're showing behind the scenes of your business, behind the scenes of an event, you're just showing how you work with your clients, they're great. Or even better, you can share tips to help them plan their wedding. And that's another way of incorporating video into your marketing strategy. So honestly, if you're not on social media and you're not using it effectively, add it, seriously, add it to your marketing strategy because it helps. Now, tip number 5 is to work for free. It's really that simple. If you're just starting out and you cannot find clients for your business, you really need to look into working for free. There's nothing wrong with it. Now, if you're not getting hired and you have no clients coming in, you can't find the clients, and there's no way to build your portfolio, I cannot think of a better way than to just volunteer your services. I did it. When I first started my business on the side, it was one of the ways that I actually used to get clients in. And it was how I booked my biggest client to date, right? I volunteered, I called the hospital in my local area, and I called up and said, hey, I'm an event planner and I would love to volunteer to help you plan some of your events for free, my time, nothing needed. And they were just kind of like, what? No, but guys, seriously, that's how I started working for them. I helped them plan an event, and they were so impressed with what the service that I provide that they actually hired me for the next fundraising gala that they were hosting. So if you're really struggling to find clients and nothing seems to be working, volunteer. Even if it's just for your friends and family, maybe someone's having a wedding or a baby shower, offer to help them plan it for no fee at all, because here's what it does. It gives you experience if you don't already have it. It allows you to go through the process to also refine your workflow. So a lot of times when you start, you actually don't know how long it takes to plan a wedding or to plan a shower, and you're worried about not pricing your packages correctly because you haven't gone through the process. This is a great way to do that. The other thing it does is that it gives you photos for your portfolio. So plan the event, get all the photos, get a nice review, and slap that review on your social media and website. It's that simple. Tip number 6 is to do a style shoot. Now, of course, I have a video on this, so I'm going to link it for you right here, but I want you to actually plan a style shoot if you have no portfolio and you're struggling to find clients to market. So here's what I want you to do. Set up that style shoot, I'm telling you how in that video, and use those images to brand and market your business. Now, here's the thing with style shoots. It's an opportunity for you to work with multiple vendors, to build relationships with those vendors. You get photos to use in your own business and for your branding. And if those photos get published, it's another opportunity to gain more exposure for your business. Now, I don't think I need to tell you any more on those style shoots, but it's a game changer if you haven't done it before, if you have no portfolio and you're struggling to find clients. Tip number 8, and this one is for you more seasoned event planners who are struggling, is to share your client reviews. Guys, I meet so many planners who, when I go to their website or I go to their social media, I don't see any client reviews. Or the best one is they'll have a page that's called testimonials. They list a bunch of the testimonials and that's it. Here's the thing about that, guys. If you're actively marketing on social media, because on your website, you're not actually actively marketing. You've created the content for your website, you set it up, and most of what you do is to market on other platforms and to drive traffic to your website. You actually need to be sharing your reviews on the other platforms. And yes, I know clients can Google your business name and find reviews on Google and on Yelp, because I've done that for my clients and that's where I see these reviews. But you can also actively share those reviews. So if you have reviews on Google, on Yelp, on Facebook, actually take those reviews, copy the text, go use a program like Canva, and just create a nice image graphic and keep sharing this. Share it on your Facebook page, share it on your Instagram account, keep resharing it. And no, you will not actually annoy your followers. Here's why. Sometimes, yes, I know, you have followers who are probably on your account all the time, but keep in mind that when you're on a platform, let's say example on Instagram, you're gaining new followers all the time. So that means that unless they sit there and scroll all the way back until the beginning of your first post, they probably haven't seen your previous reviews. So go in Canva, copy those reviews, make a nice graphic for your feed, make some nice graphics for your Instagram stories, and just share them. It's a great way to remind people that you're amazing, because that's all it is. You're amazing. Clients enjoy working with you. It's social proof, and that's another way to help them build trust and want to hire you. And that's what we're aiming for, right? To get you booked solid. Now, of course, if you have any question, drop them down below.